Well, I've been doing it for a very long time, and I enjoy working with people that are in serious problems, and it's a great thing to be able to give back to society, to go and work. I work in some very nice hospitals in London, but to actually go to a war zone and to go and help people there is, I feel, one of the best things I can possibly do with my life. Well, I've done it since 1993 in Bosnia, and I've done it 3 times a year almost for the past 23 years. But I think that the most enjoyable things I've been doing more recently really is the training and teaching the doctors. And I've used the knowledge that I've gained over 20 years or so and put it back into training courses and using all the videos and pictures of operations that I've done over those years, and actually now training people how to do it. So I leave a legacy, and that's the most fantastic part of what I do now. I was operating in one of the frontline hospitals in Aleppo in 2013, and one of the fighters was in our hospital who was shot in the chest and had a chest drain put in. And he went upstairs to the ward, and I went to see him, and he was obviously very unwell and was becoming very shocked. And out of the chest drain, there was about 1.5 litres, 2 litres of blood. So he had to go down to the operating theatre, and we had to do an operation called a thoracotomy to open his chest. And so we did do this, and I was taking through one of the young Syrian surgeons who'd never done one before, and showing him how to do it. And as we were just starting the operation, the doors of the operating theatre burst open, and about 6 fighters came in, all dressed in black with their AK-47s. And it was that moment when I suddenly realised that they were ISIS fighters, and we were operating on an ISIS fighter as well. But you have to put all those things in the back of your mind, and you have to then just concentrate on the patient themselves, because that patient's a human being, and as a humanitarian, your job is to help human beings, and that's what we did. It's much worse now. When I was in 2014, when I was in Aleppo, it was pretty bad then. There were lots of barrel bombs being dropped on the eastern part of the city where I was working indiscriminately. So we were having lots of civilians, children and ladies coming in, very badly injured. But the situation now is absolutely intolerable. In the past month or so, or the past 6 months, since Russia has been involved, there's basically carpet bombing of Aleppo city itself. The city is such that there was a bomb being dropped every 17 minutes, I understand, last week. Last weekend was the worst weekend they'd ever had. They'd had over 350 people killed, 1,000 people injured, and of those 350 killed, there was 50 children killed as well. And I was sitting at home receiving all these pictures from WhatsApp of the injuries that they had. They were asking me things like they'd never seen things before, children with ball bearings in their various parts of their body. And then they found out that one of these ball bearings had actually come from a Russian cluster bomb because it hadn't exploded and rolled into the hospital, and they opened it up, and inside that was loads of ball bearings. So cluster bombs are being dropped all over a civilian population. And not only that, the hospitals themselves are being targeted. The hospital where we did this amazing Skype operation 3 weeks ago was totally and utterly destroyed last week with 5 bombs, 2 rockets, and one of those big bunker bombs, which has totally destroyed it. And so there is no hope then left for the people around that area. And in fact, there's only 1 or 2 hospitals left functioning at all. There's not much time left to help these people. We have about 6 weeks to do something in, because the American population themselves are now looking forward to their presidential elections. Their diplomacy has broken down completely between Russia now. So UN diplomatically, unfortunately, have also broken down. So what's left? Well, the only people that are left are the European countries, and I hope that the United Kingdom and all the other European countries together could put forward a contingent that will actually go and visit President Putin. Many people have told me, David, it's pointless doing that. But I think we have to show something. We have to show that we care. We have to show that we're not going to let this happen. Complete disregard of international humanitarian law and Geneva Conventions. We cannot allow it to happen. And we're going to be looked back on in history, I think, in the future, of being perhaps complicit with what's going on, because we just didn't do anything. And that's the biggest tragedy of the whole problem. I think they will be held complicit. They knew what was going on. They did absolutely nothing. The only person that's doing something at the moment is Andrew Mitchell as a member of the Parliament, but everybody else are just sitting on their hands doing nothing. And unfortunately, it would look like that in a year or so's time.